Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. So I asked, I think it was yesterday, if you wanted to see kind of a behind the scenes agenda video, because I haven't done one in months. They're kind of hard to do because I almost have to do them on like Sundays, because that's when I kind of start thinking about my week and what I have coming up that's due or what I want to work on. And my kids are here on Sunday. So it's kind of hard to make those videos, but today is Monday, almost Monday afternoon, and I am sitting down now. I've got everything kind of prepped. Now that I have those things prepped, I can kind of show you and walk you through, and I've kind of written down things that I wanted to accomplish this week. And I'm also finishing up my 7th class for big picture classes. I can't really show you anything. Obviously, I've kind of done a little bit of like sneaks or like more like my process on Instagram in my stories, but this is the album, not all of it, but this is the album. It's going to be a fantastic way to document your love stories with your partner. And if your partner is like my husband, he doesn't want to be interviewed. So it's also going to talk about how you can still document your love story, even if your partner, husband, wife does not want to necessarily like, you know, gush about love. So that is what I have coming out next month, and I'm super excited about it, and I am having the best time putting it together. What I'm working on this week is a Mandy Ford project about my daughter and her love of pizza, and you know, it was the first idea that kind of popped into my head. I always tend to go with that idea when I get like a creative team assignment. So this is Mandy's kit. I did a little print sheet, and I'll show you more like close up when we get to my desk, but it's called Heart Eyes, and I absolutely love it. Like, it's non-traditional Valentine's colors, which I totally appreciate. Like, I'm not really a pinky kind of girl, and I'm not pink, red, black, you know, so I really, really like this. It has the blues and pinks and yellows. It's just really fun. So I have a bunch of things printed out. And not only will I use this for my daughter's project, but I'm also going to use it in my journal, of course. Always get multiple uses out of kits, right? And then on Friday, there is a new kit from Tracy Reed coming out called Smitten, which is another fantastic Valentine's Day kit because it throws in some brown in it and like the whitewash with her papers, and I really like that. And also the blue. So I am going to document another story about my daughter, Cake Pops. I really want to do some more kid journaling and kid documenting this year. So last year, right before February, we made Cake Pops. So I'm going to do that, and I'll show you a little bit more when we get to my desk. And then, you guys, I never got to show you guys December Daily walkthrough, so I would really, really want to know in the comment section if you want to see that, because like I did my October Daily walkthrough like after the fact, and I don't think anyone watched it, which is totally understandable. We were all ready to like move on, but I can totally save this for, you know, when we start to think about it in November. I also have a ton of process videos that I didn't get to, and I'm going to share those in November. I think November. Unless I decide to share a few in July for like Christmas in July. And there's also a project in here that I'm going to show you that I probably will do a process video because it's so exciting. And then of course I have my February journal. I had a request to kind of talk about how do I decide what I work on during the week. And I know I kind of like briefly already mentioned that, but it's a lot of my what I work on is dictated by if I have a creative team assignment. So this week I have Mandy Ford and Tracy Reed and of course my class. So those are the big projects kind of this week, mainly my class. So that will pretty much take up most of my time. The other things that I really want to get done, would like to get done, is my December Daily, like at least film the walkthrough that way I can put it away, and then the one project I have in here. So I kind of do a top priority list, and then below that I will do like what I would really like to accomplish, like shoot for the moon, like what would I really like to accomplish. I also set a goal as far as like editing videos, like how many videos do I want to edit? How many videos do I want to delete off of my phone? And how many photos do I want to delete? And I actually keep in my passion planner like a tracker for photo and video purging. Like, do I do it every day? Because that's my aim, is to do it every other day. That's the goal, because since I take so many photos and I take so many videos, it could be really easy to get my phone like clogged up. So the other way that I kind of keep track of my projects is I keep a running list. We'll be honest and say I don't look at it as often as I used to. I used to have a very, very detailed list of all my projects. Let me go grab that real quick. Okay, so I went over to my old planners and I found some detailed lists like I was talking about. So I have one, oh my gosh, this is a huge stack. So I have one where I was planning out summer and I drew out all the different designs that I could possibly think of. I also have, I started a mommy and like kid project, my me album from 2018. And as you can see, I got really detailed. And for me, that became a little overwhelming to see this massive list of projects and then below that project, all the detailed things. So now I just have like one list in here and I'm just adding to it. And I honestly try not to look at it because it can make it daunting. If you look at it and you're like, oh, I started that many projects. So I really don't look at it that often, and I really just try to tell myself, okay, what am I focusing on this month right now? Like if I break it down into this month, what projects do I want to finish? And then if I go by weekly, again, I start with what is due for me as far as creative team, and then after that, I think about like what project is on my list for the month to finish. So this is an ongoing list, and it seems very daunting, at least to me. And a lot of them have bits and pieces that I could probably finish up if I had extra time, but you know, I don't have all the time in the world. So this is the running list, and there is 2 that I can cross off. Project Life 2022 Volume 1, I just finished that, and then Reading Journal 2022, just finished that. So it's just a work in progress, and you know, it sits in my desk, so it's not like I have to look at it so often, but I do put like a monthly project, what am I going to try to finish. The other thing I was going to show you, out in my family room, I'm going to make a little craft bucket with like extra stamp chamois and extra ink, so that way I can finish up a few like projects. Like I have mini books in these bags, and I'm not going to film the process, so I might as well just do it while I'm watching TV. So I have a September one, and a home one, and I think a baking one, or maybe not. I don't know what this other one is. But yeah, I'm going to put some supplies in my little craft basket out in the family room, and that way that'll help me like try to wrap up these projects that I really want to wrap up with and like move on. But then if there is projects that I'm like, no, I don't have the time for that, we're just going to move on. Okay, I am going to show you my desk and then also show you my trays. My trays have gotten a little messy, but I still do use these trays to like plan out projects. And I also use these ones from Target. I don't know if they're available anymore. Makes me sad, but I use those ones as well. All right, let's go over to my desk and see what else I've got to show you. So down here, it's gotten a little messy, but these are kind of the ongoing projects. This is Project Life 2021. I'm very close to finishing it. So I just need to, you know, do the sticker journaling and assemble everything. I have the pieces, I have the photos, and then I can assemble it. Summer albums are kind of hard for me. They're very like labor intensive, and there's just a lot of pieces, a lot of stories, a lot of photos, but I have a good portion of 2021 started. See if I can do this one-handed. So you can see I used a lot of Studio Calico because I was subscribed back then, and then I combined a lot of like color cast designs and digital Studio Calico. So I had a lot of fun with this album, and I do want to finish it because, like I said, summer is kind of tricky for me, and I'd like to, you know, conquer that and prove to myself I can document a summer. So this is a project I can't seem to let go. It's my Thursday threes. I have like the first chunk done, and I used Mandy Ford, oops, upside down. I used Mandy Ford and Tracy Reed, like in combination. And since I have the first volume, I really want to just wrap this up and then put it on the shelf. But I'm so tempted to just not finish this volume and just call it, you know, good enough. So that is that. I think this is another mini book that I was having trouble like making. So I started on October like magic, top 10 moments, spooky reads. And I think what I initially planned was to continue this to document my October, and then I just never got around to finishing it. So maybe I will add to it, or maybe I'll just save it for next year. This tray right here is, it looks like some extra photos or maybe projects that I wanted to do. I'm not sure. I probably need to clean these out. This was a layout I started about my son, and I just never finished it. I think I was kind of unsure about the design. I think, does it go like this? I think it goes like this. I wanted to document my son in a traveler's notebook format, but I just was not quite sure. Up here, I just have more projects that were printed and just never got done. This is going to be an album like where I just stick the photos in and call it done. Next up is this Pieces of Me. This is a project I definitely want to finish. I tried out mixed media, and I was just having the best time with this project and using up my stash, and so I really do want to finish this project. So that has its own tray up there. And of course I might go into more detail because I'm hoping to do a scrap room tour soon. So now we can go up to my desk. I kind of already showed you all of this, so I'll just show it to you real quick. Or hopefully it'll be quick. I always hope it's gonna be quick, and then it never turns out quick. So you can see I have my journal. I have some journaling to catch up on, and then I will start planning out my February pages. So I'm hoping to have a February journaling video later this week on Sunday. Then in my December daily album, I wanted to finish the album with this special project called Senses of December, and I'm in the process of collecting the photos, and then I will cut them. I did a similar project for spring, and I absolutely loved it. So I wanted to share it here on my channel, like before December. I want to share it now. So it's hearing, seeing, smelling, touching, and tasting. And then of course they flip up for some more photos and journaling. So I'd love to know in the comment section if this project interests you. I am so excited to do this again for winter and maybe all the seasons, because I think it'd be a really great way to look at the seasons and kind of see it in a different perspective. Next up is a project with Smitten, which you'll see later this week, but it's just baking with my daughter, which is always so fun to document. And I'll also use the Smitten collection in my journal as well. So this is what I have cut so far from the Heart Eyes collection. It's an amazing collection. So there's a ton of different labels. Hello, love. And then cheers to you, be mine, smiley face. This reminds me of the 90s like makeup cases. I love it. And there's also a guitar and a pizza. There's even a really cool cassette tape, but I didn't cut that out yet. So I have all of those. And then I wanted to show you real quick. This is like a little sheet I made so that way I could show you guys what the kit comes with. It comes with 3 sheets of like 3x4 cards, and I think they are going to be fantastic, and it'd be even fun to put them in my kids' lunches and like leave a little note. And then there is like 4 pages of die cuts. You can either fussy cut them out or use your Cameo. Then there is 5 patterned papers with the cassette and the heart and the glasses. two solid papers, and then a label paper. So that's just a little peek at the kit. I've printed some of it. So here's the heart paper. I think it's gorgeous. These words in Mandy's handwriting, which I love. And here is the notes. So there's 4 to a sheet. Rock star, so sweet, hello love. To the moon and back, all the heart eyes, hey cutie. And then these are some more of the papers, and I'll show them to you, but I just printed them on my HP paper, so it may not be the best quality, but that's okay. So pretzels and strawberries and ice cream, a mint color. There's the cassettes, some more of the words, sunglasses, and then the cork paper. So such a beautiful kit, and like I was saying earlier, I just love how Mandy went with like a different color scheme than you usually see. So that's what's at my desk right now. Okay, so you have made it to the end of my behind the scenes and my agenda for this week video. I didn't expect it to be this long, but I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm also going to leave in the description box a little PDF with like all the things that I went over and my tips to help you be successful when you are planning out your projects. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and download that. So I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. Of course, I'd love a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. All right, I hope you have a great week.